first, we have breaking news.
I mean, the planes have already dropped some retardant, but yeah, it is getting a little scary.
Fierce flames forced people in the East Valley to flee their homes on one of the hottest days of the year. Tonight, the firefight is far from over, but people are now at least able to return home after a close call. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kariba Devine.
And I'm Mark Curtis. Thanks for joining us on this very busy night. Here are the fast facts on these fires. The Lost Dutchman fire is burning in Apache Junction near Lost Dutchman Boulevard and Tomahawk Road. So far, it's burned 221 acres and is at 10% containment. The second fire is called the Southern Fire, is not too far from there, likely started by a flying ember. Firefighters have contained it to about 35 acres thanks to reduced winds tonight. Lindsay will show us if those conditions will continue for the rest of the evening, but first, we want to go to Team 12's Mitch Carr, who's live from where people in two different places had to evacuate their homes just a few hours ago. Mitch?
Mark, you can really smell smoke very strongly in the air right now, and if you look closely enough, you might even be able to see some ash falling because it's been falling since we got here, and with good reason. If you look right here behind me, you can see some charred brush. All of this was on fire earlier today. The Bureau of Land Management was fighting this fire and was able to stop it just sort of Southern Avenue, which is where I'm standing right now. This is one of the roads that was closed earlier today, along with State Route 88. Both of those roads are open now. All evacuation orders in the area have been lifted, so folks that were out of their homes have been able to go back to their homes. But this fire, the Southern Fire specifically, is still burning. And over my shoulder, just within the last half an hour or so, we've seen hot shots right in this field behind me that we're working to put out some of those hot spots. We're told it's 70% contained at this time, and they hope to have it 100% contained by the morning. Meanwhile, earlier today, here's what it looked like when BLM arrived on the scene and began fighting this fire to keep it from getting out of control. A slurry bomb drops over brush near Southern Avenue and Goldfield Road.
God bless them.
Carol hopes it hits the mark. Firefighters are trying to save her house and others.
I just went out to get the meal, and then you could kind of smell the smoke, and then I looked up the road and could see it. Then it was pretty bad.
Firefighters told her to evacuate, so Carol left with her chihuahuas Barney and Brutus, and she's been watching the fight from afar.
We've been here 5 years and not had anything come this close.
Ron Williams is also keeping an eye on the firefight. He knows his property could just as easily be in danger from the next fire.
I've got some work to do around our acreage. We've got some weeds I need to get out of there because they're turning brown, and I don't want this to happen in my yard.
Hundreds of firefighters battled the flames.
Not something I like to see.
Bonnie Richards also escaped disaster, but knows how quickly things can change.
Yes, we do watch out for them every year because when they go, they blow fast.
We're very thankful for them.
Now, as I mentioned before, these are two separate fires. So you have the Bureau of Land Management with hot shots from Payson and Globe that are here behind me, continuing to fight hot spots from the Southern Fire. And also the Department of Forestry and Fire Management is fighting the Lost Dutchman fire. They are both still burning, still trying to get 100% containment, and they are both still under investigation. So we'll have to wait to find out exactly what caused these fires. Live in Apache Junction, Mitch Carr, 12 News.